Hello again, everyone. It's Randy, your sewing machine man. We're looking at a Singer modern quilter, and it's the model 8500 modern quilter. And the reason I have this just kind of precariously perched up here because we're going to be looking at something in there in just a moment. But I was curious. It's a quilting machine, so that leads me to believe that's for a person who's making quilts. So I'm curious if any of you quilters out there ever get to a point in your quilting where you think, you know what, I could sure use a free arm. You know, when I'm putting a sleeve or maybe working on the cuffs on my quilt, I don't get this. Why would you have this on a quilting machine? What they've done is taken just a regular platform that's a Singer with a free arm, and they put this decal on it, modern quilter. So if you're a quilter, you'll go, well, I better have that because it's a quilting machine now. That's how Singer rolls. You know, Singer, I always say, made the best machine in the world and the not so best machine in the world, and we're not looking at the best machine they ever made. That would be a Singer 401 or someone in the Slantomatic version, something like that. But this little guy, light duty, this customer has had this for years. I've serviced it for her before. She does a lot of sewing. I wish she had a better machine, maybe a Bernina 830, something like that, but it's a good machine for medium use. She sews on this a lot, and if you sew on it a lot, you got to get it serviced more often because it's less forgiving. Down underneath, directly under the hook, is the gear setup, which means there's no shield in between because that would cost 25 cents to put a shield in there, metal shield, to protect the gears from all the buildup. So you got to blow that out, pick all that out, clean it out of the gears because it's all full of grease and everything. It's like a magnet attracting stuff, so you got to clean it all out. It's not a very well designed machine. What I don't like about it primarily is this deal over here on the side. Now, what Singer calls it, they have to have some sort of a cool name for everything, and it's got to be something that'll capture your curiosity, and you'll think, well, that sounds pretty awesome. What does this say? The Swift Smart Threading System. It's Swift Smart. Wow. What does that mean, Swift Smart? I have no idea. But the thread comes around from the top. It comes around the back side. Let's get up here so you can see what I'm talking about. It comes around the side. Now, all this is happening inside here, and you have no idea whether it's getting in the right slot or not because you're just trusting that it's going to, that's all you see when you're threading the machine. You're hoping it's going to go in the right slot. And it's taking a circuitous route, to say the least. It's got to go around here and not drop off in the back. It's got to go around this post. It's got to go through here and not on either side. It's got to go through here, all right, and not on the outside. It's got to go in here, click all the way to the back. It can't be laying out front. It's got to click all the way to the back. And when you're sewing, what'll happen, let me get the flashlight back on, is that spring right there has to bounce. It has to bounce every single time, which means you have to pull it all the way down when you're threading it to get it to click in behind the little notch down here. If you just lay it in and don't do like I ask you to, lower the presser foot and pull, make sure you feel it. You'll feel that. You'll feel the spring. You'll feel the spring on your thread. And if you don't feel that, give it another go. Raise it, pull it nice and tight. Make sure it clicks in there because that'll cause a problem, and you'll be zipping along and you'll just get a huge rat's nest underneath. It'll be like, what the heck? And it'll just be a mess under there. Now it's sewn real nice. It's all nice and cleaned out. It's making a nice stitch. It can make a nice stitch. The stitch is nice. It's not a bad stitch. But it's the Swift Smart threading. I always say a real sewing machine has a tension assembly sticking out the front. That's how you know it's a quality machine. Of course, that all went away in the 70s, and now we're stuck with this kind of stuff because this is what they do, because everything has to be built like a bar of soap so it doesn't get hurt in transit. That's what all these machines are about now. So, not a fan of the Singer modern quilter. My customer likes it. You know, if it's not alloy frame and steel gears, I'm out. But she likes it. Singer modern quilter. It's a model 8500. Weighs a ton, and it's got a lot of plastic in it. It's not for heavy duty sewing. It's for quilting, and maybe if you want to do like maybe a cuff or sleeve or make a pair of pants, you know, sew that onto your quilt. Okay, I'm just being silly. But anyhow, Singer modern quilter, model 8500. Thanks.